What's up, everybody? On today's Tip Tuesday, we are going to talk about putting with a headwind and a tailwind, a left wind, a right wind. We're going to talk about putting in the wind. Okay, so nobody likes putting in the wind. Let's just go ahead. We'll all agree that putting in the wind is probably the worst thing next to throwing a big water shot. No, putting in the wind is probably the most annoying thing about disc golf. Wouldn't you agree? A lot of people don't understand what's going on when the wind hits their disc, especially when they're putting. I'm going to give you a couple quick basic things to help you, and then we'll go into a little bit more detail, a little bit more advanced stuff. So, really basic stuff. The basket, the wind is coming straight in my face. I have a putt towards this basket. If I let this putt go, I'm going to let it go. The wind's going to catch it. It's going to catch the bottom of the flight plate, and it's going to raise the putt up. If the wind's coming over my back towards the basket, it's going to catch the top of the disc and actually push it down. That's the basic thing. A lot of people can kind of understand that. The headwind, going to push it up, tailwind, going to push it down. What tends to go a little bit different and what really throws people off is if you release your putt nose down into a headwind, it'll actually push it into the ground because you're releasing it nose down and it's going to push it down off the top of the disc. And a tailwind will actually push it up a little bit. Not as extreme as a headwind nose up, but it actually will push it up a little bit when it's nose down. And that's when people, you kind of see them putt and they're like, I thought it was a headwind. It's because they actually release the disc nose down. Another thing is, say we have the wind coming left to right. If you putt with a hyzer, which most people do, it's actually going to push the disc down because, again, if you look at the top of the disc, the wind's hitting the top of the disc and it's going to push it down. And the same thing goes if you're putting with an hyzer on that same left to right wind. It's going to, again, catch the bottom of the disc and push it up. So if you caught on to a going theme yet, this is going to help you for throwing and putting. If the wind is hitting the top of the disc, more times than not, it's going to push it down. If the wind's getting underneath the disc, it's going to raise it. If you can remember that simple concept, it's going to help you figure out a lot more than just putting. It's going to actually help you with your up shots and your driving as well. So yeah, guys, that's just a quick tip on today's Tip Tuesday. Little wind putting. It's been just, I bring it up because it's been so windy. It's been, in our area, you know, in the Florida Panhandle, we don't usually get a lot of wind, but it's been blowing like 20, 30 mile an hour. And it's been a really nightmare because I tell you what, I've switched to that more of a loft, more of a hyzer putt, and playing with that in the wind, it drives me nuts. I'm sure it drives you guys nuts too. It doesn't seem like it's blowing that much, but that little bit that's blowing on me right now from about 40 feet out will actually lift my putt up because, you know, if it's coming out nose up, it gets underneath that flight plate and picks it up. It's really aggravating for some, and some people just can't figure it out. So I'm hoping, you know, giving you this basic tip, this quick tip will, you know, maybe knock some of those questions, one of those, what's going on? Maybe it'll help you have more confidence in your putt. If you're aiming in a headwind putt, I always recommend just aim a little lower. Sometimes, depending on how strong the wind is, you might even aim at the cage and let the disc lift up. Sometimes on a tailwind, you'll be aiming at the band and hoping that the tailwind will hit the top of the plate of the disc and push it in. You know, and in a perfect world, it would do that every time, but Mother Nature's Mother Nature, and she doesn't like to be predicted. You know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean. So, all right, guys, that's just a quick tip on putting in the wind. Do you have any more questions about it? Oh, I got a little British there for a second. I don't know where that came from. Leave a comment in the comments section, and I would love to talk to you guys about it. If you want to have maybe some wind on throwing or up shots, things like that, let me know in the comment section. I'd love to follow up on this video. You know, I'm going through a bunch of basic stuff to help a lot of the newer guys out, and this is just right on my list of a requested video from you guys. I always love doing videos that you guys request. You can hit me up here in the comment section or on Facebook, and I have no problem pumping a video out for you guys. All right, so until next week, guys, as always, like it if you like it, share it if you got someone that's struggling in the wind. You know that guy. I thought it was a headwind. Are you that guy? I'm that guy sometimes. I'm just saying. But yeah, share it to that guy. And as always, guys, the only way you're going to get better is just be better than yesterday. All right, guys, take it easy.